base. All right, cool kids. Big stuff's happening in the silver game, and you are lucky enough to be sitting at the front seat. Watch this video and then never take investment advice from me. All right, cool kids. So there is reason to rejoice. Yay. Yay. One, I got mail. You've got mail. And it actually goes right into what I'm talking about here with this video. So, a lot of people talk about at the coin stores. If you guys get a chance, Google something like, what are coin stores doing with the silver price increase or stuff like that, or who's selling their silver, or everybody's selling and no one's buying and all this pandemonium, right? And the thing about that is, don't worry about that. Odds are. So here's why. First of all, this has all happened before. But let me tell you what I'm talking about. Let's back up here. So, the first thing, and I'm going to preface this with, again, I am not a marketing guru. I am not here to give you investment advice. I am here to talk about, as a hobbyist, my love of all things delicious silver. All things silver. So, like this coin is silver, right? That's cool, right? 1820. Ooh, silver. Silver quarter. Right? Or 1821, right? Yeah. 1821's a cool year for silver. Especially silver probably about melt. Yeah. Well, that's a good year. Oh, what about 1822? How do we feel about that? Ooh, 1822 is a good year for silver. Anyway, silver. The price of silver. That's what we're talking about. Let's talk about this. So, cool kids. As you may or may not know, because you're just now getting out of your beds, I've been up all night working and watching this all go down. Oh, it did it. Okay, yep. We just hit 37. So when I left work, it was 36, like 90 something, 92. There it is. So that's another benchmark. Yeah. Everything's fine. Yeah, everything's great, right? Silver's at 37 for the first time since 2011. Yeah, everything's great though, Everything's as good as it was in 1824, Just copacetic. Now, if this is ever below melt, we're going to have a good old time. All right, listen, cool kids. It's really simple, all right? The price on that screen is irrelevant until it isn't, okay? Because this price is the paper price of silver. Now, there was a story, I saw several videos about a coin show in Arizona, okay? All right? And in that coin show, there were some issues, right? People were selling silver below melt because no one was buying, even at 60 cents above melt, okay? They weren't buying at 37 an ounce at that time because silver was 36 something, right? Anyway, long story short, they dropped it below melt and it sold like hotcakes, and that was great, right? Everybody's happy, right? But on the downside, you're selling below melt, so you're below replacement cost, right? All this stuff. But I'm telling you that will fix itself, because as silver goes up, and people they're gonna fear of missing out. They're gonna FOMO, okay? They always do. They always FOMO, guys. Don't ever question if they FOMO. They're gonna FOMO. You guys are probably FOMOing right now. What's FOMO, Josh? Fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. And if you're FOMOing, you're effing up, okay? The time to buy silver has passed unless you think it's going higher than it is, okay? Or if you think the dollar's going to die. If you think the dollar's going to die, silver's probably a good thing to get into, okay? Just gonna say it. Boom, boom. But if you don't think the dollar's going to die, right, you probably want to run away right now. Sit back and chill and look for the dip. However, there may not be a dip. Okay, some people, everything's possible. Everything's possible. We don't know. Like right now, it just dipped 4 cents since we started this video, right? So maybe I'm jinxing it, right? And that's fine. I'm fine with that. I got no problem with that. But the question you have to ask yourself is, are you FOMOing or are you winning? And if you're FOMOing, then you might be messing up. I debate if that says 1838, but that might be 18. Yeah, it's 1838. But you know what? We'll find a better 1838. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know how much I can be bothered with this sort of thing. Anyway, the cool thing is that you are living in a very good time. If you've been buying this stuff, then you're going to be a happy camper. Yeah, you're going to be a happy camper because silver has many forms, but the paper form is not the same thing as this stuff. This stuff is real. It's tangible. You can hold it in your hand. You can actually do stuff with it, like give it to the kitty cat to play with, for example. Turd, look, it's a shiny. No? You don't want to play with the sweet 1872 Grosjean? Okay, well, okay, no silver Grosjean for you. Anyway, guys, just look, if you've already got your position, sit back and watch. If you don't, 37.07 may not be the worst time to get in. I will tell you, last time it went to 50, it was straight up like a rocket ship. I'm not saying that's happening this time. Past performance is no indication of future results. However, there is precedent for this sort of behavior. Now, let's open this mail and get this video over with. I hope you guys get what I'm saying here. Silver, the paper silver and the physical silver, they're not the same thing, okay? They never were. It was a mirage. It was being held together. Look, silver comes out of the ground at 10 or less to 1 to gold. But the GSR has been 100, it seems like, for months. 90 to 100, okay? The GSR can't be 90 to 100, guys. It just can't. Not sustainable. It's not sustainable. I've been saying that. If you guys have been watching my channel, I've been telling you. The cure to low prices is low prices. All right, so yeah, yesterday I bought some silver for $27 an ounce. Okay, this won't be that good. But when it comes in, I'll let you guys see it. Point is, you can buy silver under melt right now, all day. I'm going to prove it to you right now. Okay, so when everybody else is paying $37.03 an ounce, I literally yesterday bought one and a half ounces at $27 an ounce. And both parties were smiling when they made the deal. And I mean, I don't know what $10 under melt is $10 under melt. Cool kids. So, a lot of people will be like, well, yeah, but the stuff you buy, Josh, no one recognizes that. And I'm like, I don't care. Who cares? Anyway, this is what we got. This costs $18 even. Okay. All right. Like, it's perfectly $18 is what this costs. And as you can see, it's a pretty big honking coin. Problem is, it's only 64% silver. So, if we compare it to this silver dollar, the seeded silver dollar, as you can see, it's definitely in the crown size range. But It's a little smaller in diameter, but the coin itself is only 64% silver. So it comes in right at about half an ounce of silver for the coin. Okay. Now, 18 and 18 is 36. Well, I'm going to look the coin up real quick and we can check it out together. All right, here's our coin. This is the Zentrum. Right. And the melt value of this coin is $18.38, right? So I got for 38 cents under melt. Mintage is 1.79 million. Not anything to worry about. There is a special variety. I don't know if this is a special variety, but we can find out. Now, Numista is much better for finding out about varieties than NGC. NGC is good for the ASW, though. All right. Well, did silver drop, or is NGC just not updating? Because they say it's worth $18.25. Usually Numista's behind, not ahead. All right. Ooh, there's a coin I don't have. Anyway, that one's under melt. It would depend on what shipping is. But I didn't have one, so I grabbed it. And the special select one is, they don't say anything about it, do they? No. Okay. Well, I'm sure mine's not the special select one. I'm sure it's just a standard issue coin. But, you know, if it is the special Premier Deluxe Select one, that's great too. I don't care. It's under melt. Under melt's under melt. Under melt is under melt. Here's the edge lettering. Oh, it was on the edge lettering. Yes. Okay, I believe I read something about this coin. It's either this one or another coin I bought recently. There's something special about the edge lettering. Yeah. Let me pause it and see if I can find anything. It's in Latin. And it was this was made in Vienna, Austria, which only makes sense. Yeah, I doubt it's a special coin. The lettering is edge lettering. I'm gonna pause it. All right, I had the wrong Numista up. I had the one for the other. This is for this coin. It's the Cathedral of Vienna Neustadt, if I'm saying that right. Souvenir Neustadt. There's the edge. Is there a special? There is. So what's special about it? Well, let me look. I'll pause it again. All right. Well, the lettering on the edge is 100 shillings, so nothing special about that. And it does actually say 100. There's the word shilling. So, yeah. Austrian for 100 is 100, which is very close to 100. So, which makes sense because a lot of English words are Germanic in basis. All right. Anyway, the coin, it melts for 18.25. We've got it for 18 even. That's under melt. You can buy this stuff all day, guys. I just bought it because I don't have one. I didn't buy it because it's under melt. I paid half that for these coins, you know, this particular denomination. So, yeah, I'm not trying to add to the stack per se. But, you know, you guys can get this stuff under melt. I look, when silver ran up last time, right? I was buying this stuff all the time. Under melt. Right here. 1865, the sixpence. Melt value. Let's see, ASW of 0.0875. So, you know, you figure the melt value is going to be probably $3.50, somewhere around there, right? That's just me estimating. Actually, let's look it up. Well, darn it, I was off. It's $3.33, guys. Yeah, I was off. I suck. Yeah, that was just me guesstimating. But yeah, that's our coin, and there's not that much worn off of it, guys. All right. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I won't make this video too long. I want you guys to remember two things. One, the silver price right now, the market's going to be slow for buyers, while everyone else is buying ASEs and stuff. Right? You can be picking up this stuff. Okay. People are gonna be sleeping on this stuff. They did it last time. I'm not saying. Look, I might be wrong. People might go more for this stuff. You know, times change. But I think if you're looking for old stuff, this might be a really good run for you. Because a lot of times, I remember in 2011, people were buying monster boxes at $45 a coin and talking about how they were going to send them all off to the graders. Okay, this is on the Kitco forums. These are people that should know better. Okay, now there were a bunch of people on the forum saying, "What are you doing, guys? You might not want to do that," but you know, no one wanted to listen. It went into like this mania, and that is when I started buying foreign silver, because I could get it under melt consistently, and not only get it, I could get some really cool stuff. You know, I like history. I'm a little bit of a history buff. You know, I'm not like, you know, Don Juan de la Nuche of history, but I know a little bit. I know a little something. And I'm getting coins with Napoleon on them, you know. That's awesome, right? Sometimes I get those under melt. You know, or something close to it. Different Napoleon, but that's not the point. Actually, I'll show you the Napoleon I'm talking about. This guy, his grandson or grandnephew, I don't know. Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, I get him under melt all the time. All right, you can too. Just watching the run up. We'll be competing with each other, bidding on stuff. Trust me. It's 90% silver. It's 90% silver, guys. That's 90. So is this. This is 90% silver. Yeah, everybody, 90%. That's what you want. Okay, well, get it. Get an 1864 Un Sol from Peru. You know, get it. Go do it. Don't tell me about it. Do it. All right. Anyway, that's all I've got. Have an amazing day. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you wake. If you cannot find them, do not blame me. I am trying to show them to you. Look, man, I'm buying weird cathedrals in modern art. You know what? This one's pretty. That's a pretty fugly coin. I'll be honest with you guys. That is hideous. That's a little bit hideous. That design, the lettering, the whole look of it, it's pretty hideous. But it's under melt. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.